See, good morning. Thank you to the 4 people who have sat around waiting to join us. We had to get it started early. We're trying to fight off this weather. We got a good game against the Brilliance Sox, formerly the Wolfpack, and the Killer Bees, formerly the Road Warrior Black Sox. Joe Torre back in town. He's trying to shake it up. Matt Reed's on the mound for the Brilliance Sox, and Nico Tony behind the dish. And because the rosters has changed, it's kind of hard to tell who's playing where. It looks like Scout Knotts is playing first base. I know Wadi Almonte is at short. We've got Howie Rodriguez at second base. We have, Josh Burns playing third base for the Brilliant Sox now. Tristan Brandt DHing. In left field, we have Galen Rutledge. In center field, we have Bradley Roberto. And in right field, we have Brendan Spalding. It's going to be Aaron Hurd set to lead off for the Killer Bees, followed by Mike Thiessen playing second base and Carson McCurdy playing first base. I'm joined here by Cole Bayless, as we've been doing for these past couple weeks. Should have a good first game, and hopefully the rain holds off and we can actually get 2 games in today. Matt Reed's getting himself set up. We have Shane Clunan standing behind the mound. He's going to be our umpire for at least game 1. I believe he's available for game 2. Excuse me.
Pitching-wise, game 2.
Yeah.
Clunan does a little bit of both for us. Luke Jackson is watching. What's going on, Luke? How we doing? I don't know how to write on this YouTube, but
just comment right there.
Oh, beautiful.
We'll keeping up with the chat. So it's already 0-1 on Hurd. Pitch taken on the inner half. That pitch hit hard into the 5-6 hole, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Aaron Hurd.
Good swing there.
Yeah, wasting no time.
I'm happy he's back. He was moved from the 3-4-5 for the most part to the leadoff spot. It's good to see him being able to do a couple of different things. Very versatile. Could run a little bit. Hopefully he runs here at some point.
So I'll bring up second baseman Mike Thiessen. Good lead for Hurd at first base. That pitch looked like a 2-seam taken for a called strike. Really good pitch. Matt Reitz has that cutter, 2-seam, change-up slider combo. He's also been working on a little bit of a curveball, and he's had some success with it. Good at hitting the inner half, good at hitting the outer half. That pitch, another 2-seam taken for a called strike, and it's quickly 0-2.
Quickly 0-2. Reach looks good, as always.
Looks like that rest did some good for him. Let's see how well it does for everybody else. So 0-2, a shorter lead for Hurd now. The 0-2 pitch is a slider that misses outside. Good pitch. So 1-2. That pitch swung on and fouled out of play. Got a lot of guys out here doing a good job chasing foul balls today. So still 1-2 on Thiessen. So 1-2 still on Thiessen. Hurd still at first, taking even a shorter lead now. That 1-2 pitch is another cut. It looked like his cutter swung on and missed. So there's out number 1. So strikeout for out number 1. Hurd still at first base, and that'll bring up the Killer Bees first baseman, Carson McCurdy. swinging the bat well. That pitch, a cutter taken for a called strike. Matt Reed's definitely a pitcher that likes to work in on every hitter, whether you're righty or lefty. That pitch swung on and looped into the left center gap. Berto's going to give it a chase, but it's going to bounce in front of him. He'll pick it up. Aaron Hurd's going to round second. He'll head for third, and he'll be stopped there by third baseman Coach Joe Torrey. Looks like he slipped there a little bit. Turf is still a little wet. Shout out to Will Hemrick, showing up to be our bat boy, dedicated guy.
I think that's a Dirty Birds hat right there he's got on.
Well, there you go. So that's single. Gives them 2 hits on the inning and puts runners on the corners, and that'll bring up Tyler Reese. Just released from Gary. You know, it's weird to say we're glad to have him back, but I mean, we kind of are. Just wish he'd have stayed there. That pitch, a cutter on the outer half, just misses, and it's ball 1. It is a weird thing. You don't want guys to come back here, but at the same time, you're happy to see them whenever they're here.
Yep, you're right.
So still 1 out. That pitch, good cutter
pitch,
again.
Good pitch.
That's a called strike. Way to pound the inner half.
Reach is very, very good.
Oh yeah, very accurate.
Reach is fun to watch.
Everything he does is with purpose.
Absolutely.
Especially his bullpens.
Yeah, no, that is for sure. That is for sure. I could definitely agree.
That pitch thrown way inside looked like it could have been his two-seam.
Sometimes moving the feet plays. Sets up that next pitch.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable in the box if somebody throws right at my knees.
McCurdy, a very short lead at first base. Scout not holding him on.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Taking a couple more steps, kind of bouncing around. Those legs are feeling good, and that looked like another cutter. Could have been a slider, but it had more of that lateral movement. And it's 2-2. Brian Reyes on deck. Another cutter taken on the outer half and not called a strike. That's a great pitch.
Good pitch
And the
there.
count's full. That's a great pitch. I mean, I would have called it a strike, but, you know, I'm up here. I can't see the whole plate. Really nice pitch, but now the count's full on Reese. Runner goes. That pitch, a slider that misses low and outside, and it's ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So still only 1 out. Bases are loaded. Still a good double play opportunity for Matt Reeds to eliminate some damage.
Luke Jackson just wrote, he thought that was a strike on Reese.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was a good pitch there, too. I thought he froze him.
That'll bring up the catcher, Brian Reyes, who takes that cutter for a called strike.
Luke Jackson says, I need a coffee.
A lot of guys show up here and need their coffee because some guys are zombies in the morning. The 0-1 is looked like a slider that time, but takes it outside for a ball. And it's 1-1. I need some coffee. I can't talk right now.
Yeah, I could definitely use some coffee. You know, I'm present. I'm here. You know, but somebody needed to go get us right. I'm down.
The 1-1. Good slider again, and it's taken on the inner half, and that one's called a strike.
I could see Alan Dooley going to get some coffee.
So 1 and 2 on Reyes. Hurd still at third. McCurdy moved up to second after the Tyler Reese walk, who is at first. Long hold. The 1-2 is foul down the third base side.
Nick DeWitt goes down there to get the baseball. Good job.
So still 1-2. That pitch, a two-seam, good pitch. And it's fouled away, so still 1-2. It's very hard to tell without metrics up here and the angle we're at. It's really hard to tell some pitches they throw. So sometimes it could be his cutter, sometimes it could be a slider, and sometimes it could be his changeup, and I call it a two-seam. I don't know. He'll look back on this and be able to tell me I'm wrong later. That pitch was definitely a cutter, and it's big swing and a miss from Reyes.
You know,
and there's out number 2.
I noticed that Cutter's up play. Yes, Bumbletini's here. Good morning, Mrs. Tori. Mama Tori, how we doing?
So 2 outs, base is still loaded, and that'll bring up center fielder Nick Penzetta. Long hold, the first pitch to him. Good pitch, swung on and missed. He's getting the swing and misses pretty early. He's also dotting his pitches. I mean, it's set to be a good day for Matt Reed.
She said, good morning if there's baseball at least.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was raining pretty good when I left the hotel. I left at like 6:30, and it was raining pretty hard. But when I got here, it cleared up a little bit, and so we were able to get on the field.
That 0-1 pitch ground to the second baseman, Howard Rodriguez. He'll flip it on to first.
3. Beautiful.
And that's a good way to get yourself out of a little bit of a jam.
That was 2 pitches there?
Yep. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base for Matt Reed. A good first inning. We'll move into the bottom half of the first and see what the Brilliance Sox can do offensively against Casey Grimm. So that'll bring us to the bottom half of the first inning. Casey Grimm on the mound for the Killer Bees, and he'll be facing the leadoff hitter, shortstop Wadi Almonte. First pitch to him is taken on the outer half, and it's called strike 1. That pitch swung on and fouled out of play, and it's quickly 0-2. So just like Matt Reed's, Casey Grimm off the throwing strikes, working quick, and that pitch is a slider that misses outside, and that's ball 1. Pitch another slider taken for a ball, and it's 2-2. Wally Almonte hoping to extend this back. Casey Grimm working very fast. Another slider taken low and outside, and the count's full. So Casey Grimm working at a faster pace than I've ever seen. That pitch grounded to the right side. Carson McCurdy's going to have to come and get it. He will take it to the bag himself, and he is out at first. Close play, good speed from Wally Almonte. But that'll be a 3 unassisted, and there's out number 1. Then I'll bring up the center fielder, Bradley Roberto. Former Road Warrior Black Sox. First pitch to him is an off speed that misses high and inside. Might have been his changeup that he just couldn't get around on, and it's 1-0. That pitch taken low and outside, and it's 2-0. Thank you for the 3 likes. That pitch taken on the outer half, and it just misses. And now it's 3-0. Not a bad spot, but definitely a ball. That pitch taken right down the middle for a called strike, and now it's 3-1. Another pitch taken right down the middle, and he's back in the count. So back-to-back full counts on the first 2 hitters, with Nico Tony waiting on deck. The payoff pitch swung on and fouled out of play. Still 3-2. That pitch swung on, hit high to the left side. Joe Torre playing third base today is going to chase it, and it's going to land out of play. Actually, right behind us. So it's still 3-2.
She said.
The 3-2 again. Swung on and hit softly into left field, but the left fielder was playing up and in, and that ball is going to get all the way to the wall. It split the gap. I mean, it wasn't hit softly, but it wasn't necessarily barreled, but the left fielder was definitely playing in.
The ball took off a little bit there. It must be
sure.
a jet stream or something like that. Usually the jet streams to like right center, but that left center field right there just took off. So
yeah, I'll take that back. It wasn't hit softly, but
a one out double by Bradley Roberto. Up comes Nico Tony. Back-to-back lefties in the order for the Brilliance Sox. On deck is Scout Knotts, the 6'8" monster. Nico Tony swings at the first pitch. I think he's a little upset. Baseball might be not too white over there. Mama Torre, yes, it is Nico hitting, and yes, that is Torres over at third. He's a newly acquired player. I believe he just came from Florida. He drove overnight or something like that.
That pitch swung on, hitting the gap as the runner was on the move. Hurd's going to give it a chase and lay out. He won't be able to make the catch. That's going to get all the way to the wall. So Berto's going to score easily after he took off on the move. Nico Tony's going to get himself an easy triple.
Wow.
And that's an RBI triple for Nico Tony, and it's 1-0 Brilliance Sox.
That's funny. Joe and I were talking about triples last night, and Nico was in the room, and we didn't mention Nico, and he said, Nico goes, "I got 1 triple," and Joe was like, "Yeah, but you're not really a guy that's known to hit triples, so it's cool to see him hit a triple there and get an RBI out of it as well." 2 balls hit very hard. Back to back, up comes Scout Knotts.
So 1 out, runners on third, and that pitch misses high for ball 1.
Mama Torre said Nico had enough protein last night.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think he has enough for the entire organization.
I was about to say that, yeah. He's had enough protein for all of us. It works. That pitch misses high and outside again. It's 2-0 on the Killer Beast first baseman, Scout Knotts. That pitch taken a little lower this time is a called strike in the upper half of the zone, and it's 2-1. Scout Knotts obviously been tearing it up before the break. They're having to work with a new lineup, a new team. That pitch misses high and outside again, and Casey Grimm Has himself a 3-1 count with a runner on third and only one out. That pitch grounded the shortstop side. Tyler Reese going to pick it up. Nico Tony's going to score, and Carson McCurdy unable to pick that ball out of the turf. So that'll be an E6.
Let's go. Hey, can you run down there and just make sure Beckman's out of that picnic area? I want to make sure everybody's out of that area. I thought I said it, but I guess, a lot of people listen with the left and, just completely forget about it. And you're right.
So, unfortunately, an error for Tyler Reese. No RBI for Scout Knotts, but it is 2-0 Brilliance Sox early here in the bottom half of the first inning. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Brendan Spalding, who takes that pitch just outside for a ball. That pitch taken up and out again. 2-0. That pitch a big swing and a miss. Good off speed from Casey Grimm.
Absolutely. Also a good time to swing, especially when you get the lead early. You've seen a lot of barrels in the last couple swings.
Absolutely.
Spalding,
big swing, but that ball's hit high to the left side. Josh Brown underneath it. Not
Justin Brown.
Justin Brown, excuse me. I'm sorry. I was searching for names. I couldn't think of it.
It's all right.
So it'll be a fly out to left, and there's 2 outs. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Josh Burns. I need to start drinking more coffee, Cole. I never drink coffee anymore.
We could definitely send somebody, that's for sure. Wouldn't be opposed to. Josh Burns hits the ball hard to left, and Justin Brown camps under for out number 3.
So quick out number 3, but the Brilliant Sox get 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error and 1 man left on base. Move into the top half of the second. Brilliant Sox on top in this one, 2-0. Here we go, top half of the second inning. The Brilliant Sox score 2 after an RBI triple following a double from Bradley Roberto. The Nico Tony RBI triple, and then an error on the shortstop allowed another run to score. And that first pitch to Lazaro Amable is taken on the outer half for a called strike. The 0-1. Good changeup called for strike 2. That pitch swung on and foul tipped into the catcher's mitt, and there's strike 3. So one quick out for Matt Reitz. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Justin Brown. Sorry, I called him Josh earlier. Joe Torre waiting on deck. First pitch to him is taken on the outer half. Just misses. Really good pitch. Just missed the outer half. So 1-0 on Brown. Squares the bunt. A really nice bunt. Burns going to have to pick it up quick. The throw to first would have been in time, but it's a tough throw. And Burns is going to take off. He's going to head for second. He'll be there easily. So that'll be a throwing error, unfortunately, on Josh Burns, because a perfect throw would have gotten him. He was ready for that bunt. So Justin Brown at second after the error, after this good bunt. Joe Torre is going to ground it to third base hard. Josh Burns will pick that one up, throw to first base, get him out at first, but Justin Brown, with his speed, he's going to head to third base. So Joe Torre wasting no time moving the runner over. There is out number 2. And whoever the 10th batter was, not ready to hit. There was no 10th batter. It looks like Aaron Hurd will be back to the top. So with 2 outs, Justin Brown at third base. First pitch to him. That pitch swung on and fouled back. Aaron Hurd had a leadoff single against Matt Reitz in his first time up in the first inning. Was stranded at third base after Matt Reitz stranded the bases loaded. That pitch, a cutter, hit to the right side. Spalding's going to give it chase. It's high enough. He will get toward the line and make that catch for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We'll move into the bottom half of the second. Brilliance Sox still on top, 2-0. So here we go, bottom half of the second inning. Casey Grimm back on the mound, facing Tristan Brand as that pitch is swung on and missed, and it is 2-1 on the designated hitter for the Brilliance Sox. That pitch misses low and outside, a good slider. That pitch grounded to the left side. Joe Torre's going to pick it up, throw to first, and there's out number 1. So ground out to start out the bottom half, and that'll bring up Galen Rutledge. That pitch, a big swing and a miss on that cutter. It's 0-1. Pitch another swing and foul back. And Casey Grimm working fast. It's 0-2. That pitch misses high. And it's 1-2. Howie Rodriguez waiting on deck. That pitch swung on, hit high to the left side. Joe Torre's going to call for it in shallow left field, right near the foul line. In foul territory, he's going to make the catch. And there's out number 2. So that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Howie Rodriguez. First pitch to him is taken for a called strike. That pitch swung on and fouled out of play, and it's quickly 0-2. That pitch taken on the inner half and a late call, so the call is strike 3. So 3. I thought it was there. So a quick 1-2-3 on Howie Rodriguez. And that'll be a backwards K for Casey Grimm, and that'll end the bottom half of the second inning. We'll move in the top half of the third. Brilliant Sox still on top in this one, 2-0. So Mama Tori, this Joe Torres guy is still here. He said he really appreciates what we do, and us just kind of going around the country and providing baseball. He's a local men's league guy. He played a little in Jersey. I think he played for about 20 years. He made a couple plays so far, hit the ball hard so far. So let's see what else we bring to the table. Taking over for the Pitching for the Brilliance Sox, it'll be Austin Cole, the 6'8" right-hander. Face the second baseman Mike Thiessen. That pitch taken on the outer half for a called strike. We're here in the top of the third. Brilliance Sox still on top in this one, 2-0. Mike Thiessen struck out swinging his first time up against Matt Reitz. A big swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 misses well out of the zone. 1-2. It's a good off-speed, swung on and missed, and there's out number 1. Good pitch from Cole. That'll bring up Carson McCurdy. Had a single his first time up. First pitch to him. Taken right down the middle, called a strike. Tall man versus tall man. Carson McCurdy, 6'5". The 0-1. This is well outside, and it's 1-1. That pitch chopped foul right at the plate. And it's 1-2. That pitch swung on and fouled out of play again. The count will remain 1-2 on McCurdy, with Tyler Reese waiting on deck. That 1-2 grounded to the right side. That one's going to be fouled right down the line, so he stays alive. Good job fighting off those tough off-speed pitches from McCurdy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say nice try by the first base coach.
Ryan Chesney tries his best, you know. That pitch grounded up the middle, and Howie Rodriguez is going to give up on it. That's going to be another single for Carson McCurdy. Would have taken a tough play to get him anyway. Good swing. And that puts a one-out runner on first base, and that'll bring up Tyler Reese. Tyler Reese walked his first time up, worked a full count. First pitch to Tyler Reese misses high and outside for a ball. That pitch, a big swing and a miss from Tyler Reese, and it's 1-1. Austin Cole been getting better and better each appearance. Quick throw over to first to check on McCurdy. He's back in plenty of time. So still 1-1 on Reese, and he takes that pitch, and it's a called strike, and it's 1-2. You see crazy stuff at the baseball field every single day. That pitch, a good off speed, swung on and missed, and there's out number 2. Good pitch from Cole. So another strikeout for him on the inning, and that'll bring up the catcher, Brian Reyes. He also struck out swinging his first time up, really applying the pine tar on this, how we say, wet day on the field. And see if he can extend this inning. He also struck out swinging his first time up. That pitch taken. Let's talk about it later. Talk about it later.
I'm pretty sure that was a change up there. That was a good pitch. Are you talking about Jonathan Soto, maybe?
No, I'm talking about the catcher who was from
He's from Chicago, huh?
I don't. Yep. Ground ball to
Ground
short.
ball 6-3 across the diamond. You're talking about Lugo. No?
No, he was in the.
Anthony Alvarez.
No. Well, I'll think of it.
Okay. Well, that retires the side there. We got Casey Grimm coming back out for the Killer Bees, as Austin Cole finishes the third there.
So it looks like we're all set to go. Bottom half of the third. Brilliance Sox still on top in this one, 2-0. Casey Grimm back on the mound for the Killer Bees. And we'll turn the lineup back over to the top for shortstop Wadi Almonte. Grounded out to first base. Squares the bunt, pulls that one back, and takes a called strike. That pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen. And it's quickly 0-2. Oh, we lost a few viewers. That's a shame. We had 21, now it's 16. That pitch, check swing, but it bounces in the dirt. It's 1-2. 3 legs go. That's nice. That pitch taken on the outer half. A good pitch from Grimm, but that's taken out. It's 2-2. Grimm still working very fast, keeping a good pace. The 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate. Still 2-2. Got some wind picking up, but we got some sun peeking through the clouds, so maybe we missed the rain. 2-2 again is going to be grounded to the shortstop side. Tyler Reed's going to pick it up. They'll throw to first, and there's out number 1. So good quick first out for Casey Grimm. And that'll bring up Bradley Roberto. Doubled his first time out, came around to score. He takes that pitch on the outer half for ball 1. Squares around, pulls back, and takes that pitch on the outer half, and it's called a strike. So 1-1. That pitch taken low. Good pitch from Grimm. It's 2-1. Big swing, and that one's going to split the gap. Pinzetta had him shifted toward the left center side. It's going to get between them. Pinzetta will cut it off. Berto's going to head for second. And he's going to have himself another easy double. Really nice swing. And same scenario set up as the last inning when they scored 2 runs. Nico Tony at the plate. He had the RBI triple his last time up. First pitch to him. Taken on the inner half, and it's called a strike. So 0-1. Swung on, hit high on the infield right side to Carson McCurdy. Looks like he's going to call for it. He will make the catch. And there's out number 2. So with 2 outs, runner still at second. That'll bring up first baseman Scout Knotts. First pitch to him, taken on the inner half, called a strike. Casey Grimm, just like Matt Reitz was doing, a really good job of pounding the inner half, keeping hitters guessing. Quick check on the runner at second. Scott Knotts reached on an error his first time up, which allowed Nico Tony to score after his RBI triple. That pitch looped into left center field. That's going to drop. Berto's going to be sent home. He'll score easily. Pinzetta will pick it up, and that'll be an RBI single for Scout Knotts. And it's 3-0 Brilliant Sox. So bottom of the third with 2 outs, an RBI single for Scout Knotts. 3-0 Brilliance, and I'll bring up Brendan Spalding. Big swing and a miss on the first pitch. That pitch fouled straight back, and it's 0-2. Casey Grimm still working quick. The 0-2 is swung on, hit high and deep into left field. Brown's going to look up at the wall, and that ball is way out of here over the red Wild Thing sign. Big swing. And it's 5-0 Brilliant Sox over the Killer Bees. Really good swing on a good pitch on the inner half. But Brendan Spalding beat him to it. And that'll bring up third baseman Josh Burns. First pitch to him. Big swing and a miss. Back-to-back at bats. Burns swinging at the first pitch. He flew out his last time up, and that pitch is taken for a called strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Casey Grimm still keeping his pace. That pitch misses high. There's something to be said about throwing too many strikes, and sometimes it comes back to bite you, especially when you have an offensively aggressive team. And that pitch hit high in the left center field. Penzetta's going to call for it. He'll make the catch in the gap, and there's out number 3. But the Brilliance Sox scrape away 3 more on 3 hits. No errors, nobody left on base. We'll move into the top half of the 4th. Austin Cole back on the mound for the Brilliance Sox, leading 5-0. We're all set to go. Top half of the 4th. Austin Cole out for his 2nd inning of work. His team now with a decent lead of 5-0. He'll face center fielder Nick Penzetta, who grounded out to second base his first time up. That pitch bounces for ball 1. That 1-0, he squares, pulls back, and takes it for a called strike, and it's 1-1. I haven't seen Penzetta bunt a lot lately. That 1-1 is fouled out of play. And it goes over the fence. And hopefully we can find it fast. So 1-2. Pitch from Cole. Swung on. That one's fouled out of play as well, so he stays alive. Oh, we got the sun coming out. That's nice. Cole comes set again. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Good slider, and there's out number 1. So that'll bring up the designated hitter.
Wow, the sun is actually out.
I know, it's amazing. Feels good. Makes it a nice day at the field. So that'll bring up the designated hitter. Lazaro Mable struck out swinging on 3 pitches. His first time up, but that was against Matt Reitz. So he takes that pitch outside for a ball. The 0-1.
Hey, when you looked at me after the
Oh, 1-0, excuse me.
Yeah, I was asking. Like, it was a long one.
Okay. I thought you knew.
So 2-1 on Amable, and he takes that pitch on the inner half, and it's now 2-2. Good pitch from Cole.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a hell of a pitch.
The 2-2. That one bounces, and the count's full. One out, nobody on. The payoff pitch. Swung on and grounded to the right side. Scout Knotts is going to pick it up. He'll take it himself to the bag, and there's out number 2. Good job, Austin Cole, continually throwing strikes. Keeping the pitch count low. And that'll bring up left fielder Justin Brown. Lay down a good bunt, but a good play from the third baseman. Would have got him. It was just a tough throw to make. He kind of rushed it, and he reached on an error and then came around to third base. Did not score as he takes that pitch ball. 1-0. Justin Brown, probably the fastest guy in the Yinzer. Probably the fastest I've ever seen out here.
Javale Barnes was pretty fast too, but I could agree. Justin Brown can move. He can definitely move.
Takes that pitch for a called strike. Especially in the outfield, you'll see him catch a ball in the gap where he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mentioned that weeks in, like, you know, I would say like the first week I was trying to trade for him when we had the original 3 teams.
So 2-1 as he takes that pitch low and outside. He takes that one outside again, and it's 3-1. I watched him the first week here stretch a bunt single into a triple. He squares around, takes that one good. Slider called for a strike, and the count's full. Joe Torre waiting on deck. Payoff pitch. It's taken, it bounces outside, and that's ball 4. So a 2-out walk puts the speed on the bases. And we'll see what Joe Torre can do to get him around to score. Grounded out to third base his first time up, but that allowed Justin Brown to get to third. I need to go get my glasses.
Yeah.
Got bright out of nowhere. Hopefully it sticks. First pitch to him, he squares, pulls back. Runner goes. The throw to second from Nico Tony's a good throw, and they're going to say he got him.
Nah, I thought he was.
Hard to tell from up here. I thought maybe he could have gotten the hand in. But good throw from Nico and a good jump. But that's a caught stealing to end the bottom or top half of the fourth. Excuse me. We'll move into the bottom of the fourth. Brilliance still on top in this one, 5-0.
Thank you.
We are back here in the bottom of the fourth. Casey Graham's still out there for his scheduled appearance. It's a 5-0 lead for the Brilliance. The bat's really coming alive today for the men in green. As Grant is up, shows bunt, takes a strike there. 0-1 the count from Grimm. Grimm's a guy who fills up the zone. That one misses high, has a 4-5 pitch mix. Bread and butter's the fastball changeup. Sinker is followed closely by that. That one is swung through. Has a slider, breaking ball, so it's a little slurvy, and then has added a cutter recently, trying to diversify the portfolio. As that one finds the zone for strike three, called strike looking. That'll bring up Galen Rutledge. Rutledge flew out to the third baseman, a high pop fly that was caught by Joe Torre over at third base. Looks at strike one. That ball misses high, 1-1 the count. Grimm's rhythm and tempo are significantly up from his windup. Intentional effort after talking with him about it a couple days ago. As that one misses in. Said he did it in an effort to become more efficient on the mound with how he moves, trying to capitalize on momentum. As Rutledge swings and misses for strike two. 2-2 the count here with one out in the bottom of the fourth. That one hit on the ground and foul, just foul of the third base line there. Joe Torre giving chase. Count will remain 2-2. That one hit foul into the coaching box, fielded by Carl Barrows, and sent over to first base. Sent over back to the pitcher's mound, excuse me. That one fouled off. Again, this one rocketed over to the first base dugout. Graham gets his sign, kicks and fires. Looked like a changeup up. 3-2 the count here, one out. Little rocket ship action for you NASA enthusiasts. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the fourth. That one's nubbed back up to Grimm. Grimm takes it, trots over, and flips to first base for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up second baseman Howie Rodriguez as he looks at strike one on the upper inside corner. This one hit hard on the ground. JT fields it going down to a dive, stands up and fires across the diamond for a 5-3 putout to complete the side in order there. 1-2-3 inning for Grimm. As that was a nice play by Joe Torre, diving down the line, fielding the ball, getting up and firing over across. That'll bring up the top of the fifth inning. Still a 5-0 game for your Brilliant Sox.
set to go. Top half of the 5th. Joe Torre set to lead off. Hitting the 9th spot. New pitcher for the Brilliant Sox, Tim Sabo. See if he can keep his team in their good spot. They do have a 5-run lead as Joe Torre swings and fouls that one out of play.
Sabo coming to us from the Washington Wild Things. Got a spring training invite there from the Frontier League draft.
Didn't pitch for a while. Had a few slight injury issues, but he's come back and he's been doing a very good job. His last time he pitched, he was phenomenal. The 0-1 fires that one and bounces away from Nico Tony, and it's 1-1.
You'll see the firm fastball there, and then a real big 12-6 curveball from Sabo. Features the slider, but definitely likes the curve more.
That pitch bounces, and it's 2-1.
JT jumped on a fastball his first AB. Hit it hard at Josh Burns.
The 2-1. Lined into left field. That's going to be a base hit for Joe Torre. Good swing. He's going to round first base hard, but he'll go right back to the bag.
Jumped on another fastball there, getting the barrel head out in time. Provides good results.
Oh, yeah. Really nice piece, and that'll bring up Aaron Hurd, who's 1 for 2.
Party's out in front, as the kids like to say.
Yeah.
Didn't make me sound 1,000. Made me sound as old as you act.
So I'm saying. Party is out in front. If you can get out in front and keep that barrel back, you can make a lot of good contact. That pitch misses high and inside for a ball. Every single pitcher today so far has done a good job of pounding the inner half of the plate, righty or lefty. You were doing a great job of that, and I was saying on the stream earlier that was part of your strength. In case he didn't mention it, we got Matt Reeds, the starting pitcher for the Brilliance, in the booth with us. That pitch misses outside, and it's 2-0 on Hurd.
Yeah, Hurd's a guy where he's got a lot of pull side power. So if you're going to go in there, you got to get in there.
That pitch, big swing, and that's fouled back. Nico Tony will pick it up. 2-1. See, I'm the type of pitcher because I don't throw that hard and don't have that much movement. I like to pitch away from whoever I'm pitching to, righty or lefty. I'm trying to get you to ground out the other way.
I mean, Greg Maddox made a career out of doing that.
Good curveball, but it's going to bounce, and Hurd did not chase.
Great block there by Nico, keeping the fiery Joe Torre at first base.
Surprised Joe didn't try to advance.
It's tough to read fastballs down because you never quite know if they're going to stay up or not. But then Nico did a good job of keeping that one close.
So 3-1 on Hurd with Mike Thiessen waiting on deck. Joe Torre's going to fake a steal, and he's going to pop that one high, and it's going to get foul out of play. It's going to hit off the roof and go into our favorite spot where all the bushes are out back.
JT was trying, almost had a perfect jump there. I think if he had it, he was going to go. 3-2 count. Yeah, he's definitely going to get things moving.
Yeah, probably definitely going to get on the move now. Sabo hasn't thrown over once.
He'll shut this one down, let her hit a little.
Short lead. He's going to go now. That throws high, and that's ball 4. Joe Torre's still going to slide in for good measure, but that'll put runners on first and second with still nobody out. Good at bat from Aaron Hurd. And Sabo doing a good job of throwing strikes and throwing good pitches. Just got away from him, and now with nobody out, he'll face second baseman Mike Thiessen, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Both swinging. One off of Matt Reese, the other off of Austin Cole. He squares and pulls back, and he takes that pitch for a called strike.
I believe I got him with a cutter.
Mike Thiessen and Aaron Hurd. Well, actually, no. Mike Thiessen is the only hitter today who's had to face 3 different pitchers. First hitter for the Killer Bees had to face 3 different guys.
That's a tough day.
He squares again and pulls back, and that one up and in. He ducks out of the way. 1-1. Yeah, that is a tough day.
That's a tough day. See 3 different arms like that, you never quite get settled in, know what to look for. Hard to how to develop your approach throughout the game and advance it throughout the game.
Yeah.
You almost have to hit the reset button every time. That's why the Tampa Bay Rays do it.
Oh, he's going to throw over, but Howie Rodriguez was not covering the bag. But fortunately, not a throwing error. Sabo did the smart move and stop his feet and go ahead and flip it to his second baseman. Joe Torre, a decent lead at second. He's going to match his positioning with Wadi Almonte, but then he'll move closer to the bag. That pitch bunted right back to the mound. Sabo's going to pick it up, and they call for the throw to first. Howie Rodriguez covers, and there's out number one. So that'll work as a sac bunt. And that puts runners in scoring position. With only one out, and that's going to bring up the dangerous bat of Carson McCurdy. McCurdy's 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Hit a changeup off me to left center. Hit a fastball, I believe, off Austin Cole. Up the middle, just second base, man side, shy of second base.
Yep. So now Carson McCurdy gets to have that luxury of facing his third pitcher of the day and his third at bat as he takes that pitch for a ball.
Good RBI opportunity here for the big man.
Oh, yeah. He's been having good at bats where he swings and tries to put the ball in play. Finds gap to gap, not swinging too hard, but this is a situation where you know he's looking to drive it. That pitch is a curveball that bounces. Good block from Nico Tony.
McCurdy doing a good job with 2 strikes as well, kind of shortening up that swing, focusing more on balls in play in that situation. Try to flip a single, especially here. Single will score 2. Herd can move. Outfield's deep. Outfield's deep, and the corners are playing in the corners. A lot of room there. Left center, right center.
The 2-0 misses high, and that's ball 3. McCurdy also knows he's not going to do too much. He's up in the count way ahead 3-0. He's not going to come out of his approach.
With Tyler Reese coming back from Gary South Shore, I would imagine a take here from McCurdy.
You think you take all the way?
Yeah, auto take.
Yep. And that'll be a walk that's going to load the bases with only one out, and that will bring up Tyler Reese, who had a walk his first at bat and grounded out his second at bat. No, excuse me, struck out swinging. So he's 0 for 1, but he puts together good at bats. We're going to have a quick mound visit. Someone should tell Sabo to tuck his shirt in.
It's a very smart take there from McCurdy, knowing you don't have to do too much. They have an open base, probably not going to pitch to you a ton. And when you have the trust in your teammate, and your teammate as hot as Tyler Reese has been swinging it, you feel pretty good about just passing it to the next guy.
Mm-hmm. Probably what Nico Tony is saying. It's like, hey, we got one out. Let's throw pitches so we get this guy to ground out and get us a double play ball.
Yeah, ground ball away. Just reminded, hey, let's get after this guy. Coming back to me on a ground ball to you.
So the first pitch to Reese is going to be missed way inside. It almost hits him. I don't know how that didn't hit him.
Watch it.
Watch your lips.
Yeah,
that was crazy. I don't know how that missed his hit. We got some heavy wind coming in now.
He's a nimble guy.
Yeah, he's pretty nimble. He's pretty athletic. That pitch taken low, and it's 2-0.
Now Sabo's in some real trouble here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dangerous bat. Doesn't get a whole lot easier with Reyes on deck.
Trying to see what they're going to do. Are you going to attack him, or are you going to just work around him? Hopefully he gets the rollover. That pitch, a big swing and a miss. Good pitch.
You got to go after him. You can't afford to put him on. Can't defend a walk.
Yeah, with a big lead, I'd rather give up a 1 run on a walk to a dangerous hitter than. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, obviously a walk's better than a home run there, but that's better than either of those.
That's hit high to the left side of foul territory. Josh Burns is going to catch it in foul territory, and there's out number 2. So, wow, he really did his job. Threw up and in. Well, not up and in, but inside. Got him to pop out foul. And the bases are still loaded.
Still getting after it with Nico. Had a baby.
Joe Torre and Nico Tony doing a
Arguing
little
over
chirp
time.
over there.
Yeah, arguing over if time was out or not.
That's great. So Brian Reyes will hit with 2 outs and the base is still loaded. That first pitch to him is taken for a called strike. Tim Sabo's going to work quicker now. He's going to try to get. He's going to.
Oh, sees the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh yeah.
Sees a way out of this inning.
2 outs, bases loaded. You know if a ball's in play, you're okay.
Yeah, you got a chance to be all right.
Nico Tony's going to call time to fix the shin guard.
Left fielder still way in the corner. Who is that, Rutledge?
Yep. Galen Rutledge and the
That's
right
on-
fielder Brendan Spalding. Spalding shifted away from the corner.
Spalding's back in a regular position, but Berto's got to get Rutledge and pull him over in black gap, especially with Reyes.
Yeah. They're expecting him to straight pull, which he
Which
does,
he does.
and it's fouled.
Maybe they know something we don't.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We're up here. They're down there.
There's a reason.
It's hard to tell. So 1 and 2 on Reyes with 2 outs, bases loaded. Joe Torre dancing around at third base. The pitch, taking good take, and good block from Nico Tony.
Nico's Stonewall Tony back there.
Yeah, looks like he every time he's thrown his curveball, he's kind of bounced it.
Yeah, it could be a product of trying to get the chase.
Yeah. So it's 2 and 2 on Reyes.
Could just be overthrowing.
That pitch grounded foul down the third base side. So still 2 and 2. Killer Bees hoping to have one of those innings. I'm assuming since we're playing a doubleheader, we'll probably be playing only 7. This is the top of the 5th here. Killer Bees are going to be running out of chances. The 2-2 again. Misses high, and that's ball 3. So this is the ending in a 7-inning game for sure that you're going to want to at least scrape 1 or 2 away.
Got to get a couple here to chip away at the 5-run deficit.
So the runners will be on the move, 3-2 count with 2 outs.
Payoff like he's going to run backwards.
That pitch line down the left field line. That's going to be fair, and that's going to be a base hit. 1 run's going to score easily. Hurd's going to score. McCurdy's going to hit all the way to third. Reyes is going to try to get a double, and that gets away from the second baseman. But Spalding, really good job from Spalding to be there to back up the throw.
That's the second time now Spalding has been in a great spot to kill extra bases.
Really good job backing up the bases. So a 2 RBI double for Brian Reyes.
What's going on here? Sabo.
It looks like they're probably going to take Sabo out.
Why is he walking back to the mound?
Trying to get the ball.
It looked like he almost pulled himself, though. He was walking over to the dugout. And
who knows? I mean, we'll get some clarification in a little while, but regardless, a good start. We were just talking about how you got to scrape a couple across. Torre and Hurd score, make it 5-2 in the top of the 5th. We're gonna have a pitching change. It'll be Winkleman for the Brilliance Sox, and we'll continue after he gets his warm-up pitches. So Brilliant Sox take out Tim Sabo after the 2 RBI double from Brian Rays and bring in Brett Winkleman. And he'll face Nick Penzetta with 2 outs and both runners in scoring position. That pitch misses for ball. So this will be a 9-inning game. Our assumptions were wrong. Joe Torre always trying to create more and more baseball for us. That one I was going to miss low. 2-0. Winkleman coming in with 2 outs, but both runners in scoring position. Penzetta can do a good job to poke one into the gap. So he takes that pitch right down the middle for a called strike. That 2-1 taken low and outside, and it's called a strike.
That one was there.
That was a good pitch, for sure. I would have called it a strike. So 2-2 on Penzetta. Everyone's favorite situation in baseball. 2 on, 2 outs, and a 2-2 count.
Twos are wild.
And a big swing and a miss on the curve ball.
He said he wanted him for this game.
And Winkleman finishes that inning. But the Killer Bees get 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, 2 men left on base. We'll move into the bottom of the 5th. Brilliant Sox still on top in this one, 5-2. So here we go, bottom of the 5th in this 9-inning contest. Cole Bombaylis taking over for Casey Grimm on the mound. He'll face the leadoff hitter, Wadi Almonte. He fires that pitch for ball 1. Casey Grimm, decent job. Threw a lot of strikes, just Brilliant Sox came out ready to hit. The 1-0. Good off speed, but it drops down low. It's 2-0. Almonte 0 for 2. Has 2 groundouts to his credit. Takes that pitch on the outer half, and it is just out. 3-0. Joe Torre playing in at third base, protecting the bunt. The 3-0 pitch. Good pitch on the inner half, and it's called a strike. More movement in the Killer Bees bullpen.
Probably this bullpen. Killer Bees guys are just throwing in it.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird. But that pitch misses for ball 4. I guess nobody knows what is going on. Nobody's ready for anything.
I think just kind of consolidate, have all the catchers there, all the pitchers over on that side.
Fair enough. After a leadoff walk, Joe Torre is going to come and talk to Cole Bayless. So speed on the bases for the Brilliant Sox. They're looking to get those 2 runs back, even though they still lead this one 5-2.
Ty Wickline out here, booth adjacent. How are you doing today, Ty?
Apparently, how he's doing
Yeah.
is not listening.
I'm doing well, thank you. Glad you're doing well too.
That pitch misses low to Bradley Roberto. That's ball 1. Roberto 2 for 2. He has 2 doubles. Swinging the bat pretty well in a new uniform, as that pitch is not a pitch. It's going to be a check over at first base for Almonte.
A little change of scenery there for Berto.
Yeah.
Not the actual scenery, just the color of jerseys his teammates are wearing.
Listen, I don't care what anybody says. You put a different jersey on, it makes you feel different. I went from wearing the Road Warrior jersey to that jersey, and I felt completely different. So 2-0 on Bradley Roberto. Pretty much every pitcher now going over to the Brilliance bullpen to get loose. Another throw over to first.
Interesting move on his second disengagement to use a less than best. Could be setting up for the best move on the third pickoff.
Well,
Or
an
not.
easy jump, but that pitch is an off-speed taken for a called strike and an easy stolen base for Almonte. Good off-speed call to strike. That was a good pitch from Bayless. Berto taking all the way because he knew Almonte would be on the move after the two quick disengagements.
Good pitch to run on there too by
And a foul ball bunted. That was a drag all the way, but unfortunately he fouled it off. Now, apparently, from what I understand, the Frontier League is it's per base.
I think it's both per base, per batter. So both can reset it.
Okay.
At least according to the rule sheet in the dugout.
That pitch ground to the right side, and we have Thiessen to pick it up. Throw on the first, and there's out number 1. That'll move the runner over into scoring position for Nico Tony.
Ooh,
That pitch hits him right away.
somebody's chuckling that baseball.
Yeah.
That baseball just hit a brick freaking wall. I don't think Bumbalis was trying to get that far inside there.
Probably not. So first pitch hit by pitch puts runners on the corners, and that'll bring up Scout Knotts, who's 1 for 2. That pitch misses low and inside for a ball.
Big RBI on his last at bat.
Not the hardest hit ball, but it didn't matter. He got his hands in, did his job. That pitch taken, good pitch from Bayless. Called a strike, and it's 1-1. Nico Tony, not really a steal threat, but he can run the bases well. There he goes. He's on the move, and they're going to pick him off, but they're not going to be able to get him at second, so he actually does steal a base as I spoke it into existence. So that will be a stolen base for him.
Look at Nico moving.
Good jump, too, and Bayless
Not
good
just
job to
pretty
get over,
folks.
but unfortunately Bayless kind of with a slower move to first on that one.
McCarty had to check the speed at third base with Almonte before getting rid of him. By then it was too late. Good breaker there.
That 1-1 pitch looked like a slider and is called for a strike, and it's 1-2 on Knotts. Both runners in scoring position now. Good chance for Knotts to have a good 2-strike at bat. The 1-2 hits him in the leg. So he got Cole Bayless gets ahead of him, but then hits him with a pitch, and that loads the bases with only 1 out, and that's going to bring up Brendan Spalding, who's also 1 for 2. He had a big 2-run homer his last time up against Casey Grimm. And Bayless is going to have another mound visit with Joe Torre, and they're going to call to the pen, and it looks like they're going to bring in Nick Beardsley. Righty on righty. So we'll go ahead and mute the mic. We'll bring you right back after the pitching change. So Nick Beardsley takes over on the mound for the Killer Bees. He'll come in with the bases loaded and 1 out. And he'll face Brennan Spalding, who in his last at-bat hit a 2-run homer. That first pitch misses low and outside for a ball.
Who's that? Yeah.
The 1-0. Misses low again. 2-0. Beardsley's last time out had to make a start for the Road Warrior Black Sox on a short notice. Went 6 innings and dominated. That pitch misses low again, and 3-0 quickly on Brennan Spalding. On deck is Josh Burns. That 3-0 taken right down the middle for a called strike. 3-1. The 3-1 bounces and it's ball 4, so that'll be an RBI walk for Spalding. And it's now 6-2 Brilliance Sox, and that'll bring up third baseman Josh Burns, who's 0 for 2.
Good heat check for everybody that was hot going into that 5-day break we just had.
Josh Burns.
5 days off will tell you how good you are at staying hot.
Josh Burns takes that one right down the middle for strike 1. Still only 1 out. Bases are still loaded. Takes that one. It's low. 1-1. Beardsley checks on his runners. A long hold. The 1-1. Taken, and that's low. And it's 2-1. Good pitch. Just missed the lower half of the zone. It's a good call. Burns hoping to keep this inning going and have a big at-bat here. That pitch grounded up the middle. Reese is going to pick it up. He'll flip to second for 1. The throw on to first is going to be a bounce pass, and he'll get it. So a good double play turned by the Killer Bees, and that'll end the inning. The Brilliant Sox will get 1 run on, I believe, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll move into the top half of the 6th. Brilliant Sox get 1 run back. It's now 6-2.
Wayne coming back out for his second, I guess, inning of work technically. Got one out to end the inning last inning. It's going to face Mobley to start. Little left-on-left action. Mobley shows bunt and is called a ball. Must have been a touchdown or a touch out. Winkleman working out of the stretch with nobody on base. Mobley shows it again and fouls that one away. That one inside for a ball. 2-1 the count to Mobley. Mobley 0 for 2 with a punch out and a ground out to the first baseman so far in today's game. Looking to change that up a bit. Swings on that one and fouls it down the first base side into the home side bullpen as they'll go to 2-2. That one misses. Nico wanted that call. 3-2 the count though. Looked like another fastball there. Winkleman features a heavy fastball dosage. As right when I say that, he throws the off speed, fouled off. 3-2 remains. Winkleman kicks and fires a fastball. Must have been below the zone there. Definitely over the dish, but just below his knees, as that'll be a leadoff walk for the Killer Bees. Good way to start chipping into that deficit. Get runners on base early and often. As Cabreros goes and takes a visit and looks like is replacing Winkleman with Hunter Treese. Another quick pitching change. We'll be right back when action resumes. Stepping up to the disc is Justin Brown. Justin Brown laid down a bunt and then walked in his 2 appearances. Facing Hunter Treese with 1 man on and nobody out here. Good wheels here up at the dish. Double play not guaranteed. Shows bunt, takes a strike. 0-1 the count. Fastball there from Treese. Burns playing in at third base. Scout will hold the bag over at first. Treese responsible for the first base side of things. That one inside. No bunt showed there. Oh, 2 to Brown. Treese looking for a ground ball. Middle's going to have to be quick with the turn. Tony setting up way outside. See if Treese can get it there. Leaves it over the dish. Hit high into foul territory. Knott's giving chase over at first base. That's going to find the concourse. 0-2 remains. Tree steps off. Technically, will be his first disengagement. Kicks and fires. That one gets way outside. Looked like the location he was looking for in the last pitch. 1-2 to Brown as that one's taken for a ball. Treese checks on the Mobley at first base. Comes set, kicks, fires. Breaking ball, finds the corner for strike 3. It'll be a strikeout looking in the first out of the inning. As Brown goes down looking, brings up Joe Torre. Torres hit 2 balls hard today, a 5-3 ground ball and a single into left center, which he came around and scored on later in the inning. 1 man on, 1 out here in the top of the 6th.
I bet he lays it bunt down right here.
Colburn Ballas placing a wager on the bunt. Burns even with the bag. Big swing there, came up empty. JT not sticking around to hang out deep in these at-bats, swinging early in offense. Bunt still alive, still playable as Burns is back a little bit further. That one's just off the corner, 1-1.
Did call it a strike to start off, but
I think that was Howie. Howie says it every pitch.
no, I heard it. You might be right though.
Treese comes set, long hold. Kicks and fires this one, hit high into foul territory. Knott's coming over and retrieving that one, as that will be out number 2 here in the 6th. Brings up the top of the order, Aaron Hurd. Hurd 1 for 2 with a walk, came around and scored, single to lead off the game here. Has also flown out to right field. Another long hold from Treese, as that one is over the dish for strike 1. I think that little lunge move from Hurd was more so anger at himself for taking a quality pitch there, not necessarily at the call. As Galen Rutledge is playing in the corner still. Breaking ball off the plate, 1-1 the count. Rutledge has been playing over by that Chick-fil-A sign for about 10 batters now. No one's bothered to say a word to him. It's partially on Almonte at short, partially on Berto in center. Makes sense here, but he's been doing it on other hitters as well. Heard a lot of pull side powers. That one's hit hard through the 5-6 hole. The Tony Gwynn special, as that'll be a single. Amable moves up to second base. Now bring up Mike Tyson Thiessen. Thiessen coming off a championship season with Quebec. Part of that Frontier title winning team. As he looks at that one, Called a strike there. Fastball over the outside edge.
Decent 0 for 2 so far today with 2 outs, hoping to cash in and get a few more runs for the Killer Bees in the top of the 6th in this 9-inning contest. As he's big swing and a miss on that slider. It's 0 2. You know what I hate about getting all this equipment for this? All I'm thinking is I wish I got a bigger tent.
Bigger's always better.
Yep.
Or so I'm told.
That
From
0-2.
Texas too. I landed bigger.
Well, I thought this tent would have covered me, but it's like, you know what? I could cover more ground. Especially we got a bigger table now. With this rain possibly coming in, we got to take every measure to get this equipment safe and dry. The 1-2 to Thiessen. Big swing and a miss. It foul tipped into the catcher's mitt of Nico Tony, and there's out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll move into the bottom of the 6th. Brilliance Sox still on top, and this one's 6-2.
Leading off is Brandt here in the bottom of the 6th, facing Beardsley's. He takes ball 1 there inside. Real dreary day here in Washington, as that one is another fastball above the zone this time. 2-0. Misses wide. 3-0 to the leadoff batter goes Beardsley to Brandt. With the Killer Beast trailing 4, they're going to need all the outs they can get as quickly as they can get them. Definitely don't want to be spotting Brilliance with a free base run to start the inning, as that one finds the zone. 3-1. Big swing there from Brandt. Came up empty. 3-2. As Beardsley does a good job working back from the 3-0 count. Loses them. Did a good job getting back, climbing into a 3-2. That one misses just wide, as that will be a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the 6th for the Brilliance. Big swing there from Galen Rutledge, comes up with nothing. 0-1 from Beardsley. Beardsley chasing the ground ball here. See if he can get 2 for the price of 1. Big curveball in for a strike. That one misses below the zone. 1-2. That one looks like a slider or cutter. Misses just off 2-2 the count. Bryant dancing over at first base. A fastball. 4 strike threes. That freezes Rutledge and catches him looking for out number 1. Javi Rodriguez coming up. He is the round out spot of the lineup, batting last for the Brilliance today. Big curveball above the zone, 1-0. Beardsley to Howie, chops this one directly up the middle. They're able to get the force out at second base, but nothing more to that, as that would be a 4-6 fielder's choice there. Yeah. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on first base for the top of the order, Wadi Almonte. Joining me in the booth is a pickoff attempt coming up empty. Beardsley checked over on Rodriguez as Rodriguez goes on this one, a ball in the dirt. Tough spot there for Reyes, but that'll be a stolen bag for Howie Rodriguez. 1-0 the count to Almonte, leading off for the Brilliance. Looking to cash an extra insurance run there. Rodriguez on the move again, as he'll take that bag as Reyes drops the ball on the transfer. Almonte swings through that one, 1-1.
I couldn't lock it out. I was going to tighten it up. And I want to
That one just misses, 2-2 the count. Almonte working a good AB here. Breaking ball swung at and missed. Throw to first in time, as that will retire the side, stranding Javi Rodriguez at first base. No runs there on a walk and no hits. We'll move to the 7th. 6-2 Brilliance in this one. Carson McCurdy in to lead off the top of the 7th inning as he takes that one for a ball. First strike. I don't know. We'll find out shortly here, but he took the first pitch as Brett Winkleman, the new umpire. Tree's still in the mound working for the Brilliance Sox as that one finds the zone. 1-1 the count. So the first one was a ball. And then a strike to McCurdy. Slider catches the edge, a little bit of backdoor. So McCurdy doesn't love that call. One and two. As that one is swung on a miss, strike 3 to McCurdy. Tyler Reese up to face Hunter Treese. Treese coming off that strikeout of McCurdy, throws a fastball below the zone 1-0. Treese kicks and fires another fastball. This one finds the mark, 1-1 the count. Treese kicks and fires a breaking ball, finds it for a strike. 1 and 2 to Reese. A little Treese to Reese action here. Announced by Reese. Complete the trifecta.
Nice fleece. That from Greece? Nah, that's a red Russian like Patrice. What? My bad.
Breaking ball here, nubbed back to Treese as he runs it over and flips to Scout Knotts at first base. Out number 2. Punch out in a 1-3 so far for Treese in this one as he will face Reyes. Reyes 1 for 3 with a double so far in today. Tony setting up outside. Treese kicks and deals, gets it there for the call. Strike 1. Hunter Treese kicks and fires another breaking ball just off inside. 1-1 to count. Looked like that one may have come back, but bad angle for that up here. Tony setting up outside. Treese gets it there, but down 2-1. Fastball misses below the zone. Good slider there for a good chase pitch. No chase given from Reyes. 3-1 the count. Reyes in the driver's seat here. That one misses inside. That'll be a 2-out walk for Treese to the Killer Bees Reyes. That'll bring up Nick Panzetta playing center field today for the Bees. Panzetta with the ground out to second base and 2 punch outs. Looking to turn his day around. After the foul ball, the one misses high. 1-1 the count to Panzetta. Hunter Treese, long hold. Keeping Reyes honest at first base. This one's hit on the ground to shortstop. Fielded cleanly by Almonte. Throws across to first. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. 6-3 put out. Almonte to Knotts. Behind pitcher Treese for out number 3. 6-2 ball game. Moving towards the bottom of the 7th. New pitcher Danny Taggart for Nick Beardsley. He's going to face 2-3-4 of the Brilliance. That's Berto, Tony, Knotts. As that one misses 1-0. Two and 0 to Berto. Bradley Roberto, that is. That one misses 3-0. Roberto has 2 doubles already in this one. Is 2 for 3 as he works a 4-pitch leadoff walk there. Not too stressful of an at-bat for the 2-hole leadoff this inning Brilliance Sox pitcher. That brings up Nico Tony as he fouls that one off. 1-1 the count as the first pitch of the at-bat missed. Bradley Roberto a steal threat over at first base, but with the 6-2 ball game and Nico Tony up to bat, may let him swing it. Pickoff attempt. Berto took a step towards second base, gets back in time. Good move there from Taggart. Better move there from Bradley Roberto. This one hit high into center field. Panzetta settling under it, retrieves it in left center for out number 1. Roberto will stay put at first base. Brings up Scout Knotts. Knotts hit by the pitch in his last at bat.
Especially
As he takes a strike one fastball from Danny Taggart. 0-1. Taggart calling a quick meeting, wanted to get on the same page with Reyes as catcher. Good for both Reyes and pace of play following this.
that's the only thing he's hit hard in a while. That's all I can say.
Taggart coming set, checking on Roberto. Roberto off and running. Scout hits this one foul and in the air. McCurdy tracking. Roberto not realizing it. McCurdy catches it. Easy double play there. Bradley Roberto is going on the pitch. That'll end the inning with a pop fly 3-4. Thiessen came over for the double off of Bradley Roberto. Tough situation there when you're stealing. Top of the 8th, still 6-2. All brilliance in this one so far. Hunter Treese back out, facing Amable to lead off the top of the 8th. That one misses wide, 1-0. Casey, how'd you feel today up on the mound? Bueller. As Treese kicks and fires, that one misses 2-0 to the leadoff Amable. Two and 0 to Amable. Treese comes set, finds the zone there. 2-1. Casey Grimm in the booth here with me, despite the fact that he doesn't want to say anything because he's scared. 2-1 to Amable. Amable takes that one below the zone. Looked like a little slip there from Treese. 3-1. Treese kicks and fires. That one misses inside as Amable flips his bat for the walk. Leadoff walk there to start the inning. As that'll bring up Brown. Casey Grimm said he thought that one was a strike. Brown shows bunt yet again. Takes it, I believe, for a strike. Yep, for a strike. Tony tries to back pick at first base. Nothing doing there.
Here's another Killer Bees jersey if we need it. For anybody.
Hunter Treese, a fan of the long holds lately. Mobley gets off and running. Throw not quite in time, as that'll be a stolen base. I believe that one missed wide, 1-1 to Brown. I think Winkleman may have just singled 0-2. One and two, the count there, as I think the last pitch was a ball, but the pitch before a strike. This one hit to third base, fielded a little awkwardly. Throw over in time, but dropped by Knotts at first base. As the Mobley moves to third on the throw. Throw didn't really get away from Knotts, just knocked down. Would have been in time.
I better be invited to your wedding. Because you know I'm going to fuck the beers.
JT showing bunt there, fouls that one off. As we've hit a red light here in the play, has had to find a new foul ball. Treese comes set, checks on Brown at first base. Kicks and fires. Brown not doing. Joe Torre holding up on the pitch there. Check swing, 1-1 the count. Ball delivery to Winkleman. Brown on the run.
Uh-oh.
Good pump fake.
Yeah.
Good pump fake draws Amable off third base. The throw to third then gets him for the first out there.
Misses.
I thought Winkleman called him out.
There's no tag there. You guys are all fucking blind. You have to work on your eyes. There's no tag. Buddy's wrong. Wrong.
So no call is right, no outs then. Look it. Joe starts with a 2-0 count. Fuck it, right?
After a little bit of chaos, should be, 2-1. 2-1. Two and one to count after a little bit of conversation about it. 1 out after Amable got back picked at third base. Brown at second after the steal as Joe Torre looks at a curveball for a strike. 2-2 the count. Treese checks the runner, kicks and fires another curveball. This one hit high into left field. As Justin Brown didn't know how many outs there were and gets doubled off. Another double play with a bad tag up there to end the inning as we will move towards the bottom of the eighth. Taggart kicks and fires the fastball inside to Spalding 1-0.
He said that's why your dick's so small, and the kid goes.
That one rocketed up the middle, almost got Winkleman and Taggart. Both of them fortunately missed that one as that ball had bad intentions. A single from Spalding to lead things off here in the eighth. That ball hit hard on the ground to third base. Throw over to second in time. Loses it on the transfers. One is all they will get. A 5-4 fielder's choice there.
Sart for Brant and Dougal for Rosa.
Nope, you're wrong. Dino Tharp coming in to hit here in the bottom of the 8th.
He spelled fart.
THARP.
Dino. I think first name.
It just is last names there. Taggart checks over at first base. Nothing doing there.
One, 2-0.
2-0 the count to Tharp. As that fastball finds his own for a strike. Burns dancing around a little bit at first base. Looks like we'll also have Kyle Robinson hitting for Galen Rutledge. As that one is called a strike 3. Slider off the dish. Got the call. 2 outs. Kyle Robinson into bat. Facing Danny Taggart. Taggart kicks and deals. That one finds the zone. 1-1 to count.
Just make sure. No, you're good. I know you're good at it.
Big swing and miss by Kyle Robinson. Comes up empty. 1-2 the count. 2 outs here in the 8th. Smell that. That one misses. 2-2. Taggart kicks and fires. A fastball hit high into foul territory. Torrey giving chase. That's going to find the stands. As we'll do the 2-2 again. Swing and a miss there from Kyle Robinson. Strike 3 as that one will end the 8th inning. 2 strikeouts there for Taggart. A fielder's choice. Works around a leadoff single. And we'll go to the 9th.
It's horrible.
Bill
baseball.
Musser in to face 1, 2, 3 of the Killer Bees here in the top of the 9th. They need to come up with 4 runs to extend this one, as Hurd tries to get 4 runs on that one swing, comes up empty.
Yeah, let him get a save. Let it feel like a save. Trees did good. Yeah. That slider. Oh, I could hit it that good. These players are all blind. Everybody's blind. No one can see.
Musser kicks and deals. That one finds his own 0-2 to Hurd.
Oh no, that was part about that. That thing was flat. He threw the slider in the same spot. Sorry. They can't hit. They can't see.
Musser slide steps fastball up. 1-2. I believe he uses the slide step to kind of mix timings and mess with the hitters a little bit. After all, hitting is timing. Shout out to Ted Williams. That one, a breaking ball, flared into center field. Easy can of corn there for Roberto. Out number 1. 2 outs left here for the Killer Bees in this one. Looking to come up with 4 runs. It's tough to get 2 runs per out. Not the situation you dream of. Casey Graham licking his lips. He's tasting the comeback. Or just taste. That one a strike to Thiessen.
He's throwing another slider. I'm running, but he's not thinking about running because he doesn't know how many outs there are. If he knows 1 out, I'm running. 1 out, I'm running. 1 out.
That one fouled
we're
off.
talking about in the dugout. Sliders his pitch.
Up and over the roof. 0-2 to Thiessen. Musser doing a good job getting ahead here.
Not there at all. Hey, this shit's gonna come down. When it comes down, why don't we just pick up and walk down this way instead of scrambling?
That one misses. Not sure exactly where, but they have a better view than I do as I'm blocked out by the human Hulk, Nico Tony. 1-2 the count to Thiessen. Oh.
Hey, way to mix it in, Bill.
Little headhunt action there as Thiessen, just like his Mike Tyson nickname, ducks out of danger there. Keeps the head safe. Bob and weave, baby. Bob and weave. 2-2 to Thiessen from Musser. Musser still working out of the stretch, kicks and fires. That one, another fastball, as that was ball 4. I must have missed a pitch, my fault.
Hey, so if I haven't done anything since my last Eden's game, and I haven't done anything before that since I didn't do anything before that since Florida.
That brings up Carson McCurdy.
You gotta quit what you do. You have to. It's not. The managers, they don't want no part of it. I've been trying. You guys must have. You guys, I don't know, whatever it is you did to those people, but they ain't having it. They're not. We got some good boys that are built up. They're just, they must have called some other people.
Thiessen on the run.
Oh, it's on the money. Oh, yeah.
Oh! Waddy misses the pick on the tag. Stolen base for Mike Thiessen. Team down 4, getting into running position, trying to stay out of the double play, which would end the game.
So after this, I would tell.
Musser checks to the runner, kicks and fires a fastball outside there. 2-0 to McCurdy.
Food or like whatever, because I don't want them to sit out here the first 3 innings, 2 innings.
You're good. You want to chill? Or you want to go eat?
We'll just tell them after, be like, look at the clock, and we'll be like, you have this much. Do me a favor, if this guy gets on, run and poke the phone. Right?
That one must have been just off or just down as the count runs to 3-0 to McCurdy. Musser falling behind here after getting ahead of the first couple of guys. That one in the dirt, as that will be a walk to McCurdy. Brings the tying run on deck here for the Bees.
Guys, let's be ready to move Sandusky here.
Should we move it now?
I mean,
if we're gonna
Think
wait
that's
for
better?
rain, we'll
let's see if we can end this game today. That would be beautiful.
I'll end the game, but if it starts to rain, I'm gonna start putting stuff away and not moving it back. So yeah, we got the crate open. Hey, take that stool and just put it to the side.
That one misses 1-0. We've got some rain coming, so the broadcast will likely be on the move. We're going to try and get to the end of this one. Runners on first and second for Tyler Reese. That one's launched high and deep in left field, but foul. Tyler Reese here looking to extend this one. A double play would end it. Good breaking ball there for a strike. Another breaking ball for strike three there as that one finds the zone. Big second out there for the Brilliance Sox. Now they are just one away. Tying run still on deck. Reyes just needs to get on to try and pass it along. That one finds the zone, strike one.
He's feeling himself.
Swing and a miss there to breaking ball, 0-2. One pitch away for the Brilliant Sox. Curveball fouled off.
Oh, it stays in there. Campbell Insurance Associates.
Musser comes set, kicks, and fires.
Ugh, call it.
Fastball outside off the dish as that one misses 2 and 1-2. Musser wants a new baseball as that one ran out of strikes apparently. Musser checks the runner, kicks and fires. A breaking ball in the dirt, 2-2.
Oh, right out of strikes, too.
Hmm?
That ball right out of strikes.
Mm-hmm. Musser 1 pitch away from ending this. Kicks, deals, fastball up and in. 3-2 the count to Reyes. Penzetta looming on deck as the tying run right now. Musser deals. Breaking ball hit high into the shallow right field. Spalding underneath it. Out number 3, and that'll be a 6-2 win for the Brilliant Sox here in Game 1.
If anybody wants to stay tuned, we're trying to fight off some rain. If it does start to rain, we're probably going to have to unplug all this gear. We may not be able to live stream this game if the rain keeps up. It has stopped. Drizzling has not continued, so we're going to end this stream and start a new game. If you're willing to stick with us, please do. If not, we apologize for the inconvenience.